right, good morning, everybody. Here for our third game of the tournament. Had two yesterday, tied one, 1-1. Got to win this one here if we want to play for a championship. If they don't win, there'll still be a consolation game, but try to get a win here. This Carolina team went 1-1 yesterday. They won one and lost one. Hopefully the internet's better than it was last night. I know it was kind of choppy. I'm on the Wi-Fi this time, so hopefully it's a bit more clear. If the signal drops, stay on. If it totally drops, I'll try to restart the stream, but you may have to reload your browser, reload your phone or whatever to find it. So, all right, starting lineup. We're going to have Rigg Harris back in net. We will have Chase Albert, Luke Wolf back at D. We'll have Jack Myers at center, Cam Cones at wing, and Hudson Sorobi at left wing. Back to Albert, up to Sorobi, dumps it in. Punt deep. Cone centers it to Myers. All right, here we go. Cam has it, shot, puck still loose. The Wolf over to Albert and up the boards. We've got Bomer and Wolf in at D, and Signs brings it out of the zone. All right, we've got looks like Vukevich over to Signs, quick shot, and Luchansky's the other forward. We've got Hubbard and Bomer back at D. Signs has it, loops around, quick shot, can't get through traffic. Shot from Luchansky, hits a shin guard, Bomer puts it on that, gets dumped down deep. Pucks up to Bomer, he's gonna get it up to Luchansky and dumps deep. We're gonna change out Bomer. Wolf comes on for him. All right, Luchansky with the puck, quick shot. Oh man, that almost went in. They call no icing. They think Wolf could have played that. I don't think that was in his reach, but nonetheless, no icing on that. All right, Luke's. We got Luke's, Gentner, and Russo in right now. Gentner with the puck. Got Albert and Wolf at D. All right, Luke puts it up the boards, out of the zone. No icing. Puck to the center. We've got Bomer in at D on a 2-on-1. Nice back check there from Myers. Nice stick from Wolf. Puck's gonna come back to Bomer. He's got some time to work with it here. Over to Wolf. Up the boards to Sorobi. Still trying to get it out of there. Nice. Up to Cones. Nice move from Cones, and he'll dump it deep, and we'll get a change. We've got Luchansky back in the corner with it, with Signs out, and Sorobi. Signs comes up with the puck. We've got Wolf and Albert at D. Signs back to Wolf. Nice setup. Wolf shot, deflected, still loose. And goes into the corner. Luchansky has it. All right, Signs comes up with it. And off the boards. Deep. It's back to Signs in the corner. Quick shot, and goalie covers. All right, we'll have Bomer and Albert at D. Gentner, Vukevich, and Russo up front. Quick shot from Russo goes wide. It's offsides. Yeah. Gentner didn't see Russo behind him, but still. All right, Bomer and Wolf at D. We've been rotating just 3D here the last couple of shifts. I think Hubbard got shaken up. He looks okay. Every time there's a stoppage, will come out and stayed a little bit on the ice. All right, we've got Bomer and Wolf at D. We've got Lukes, Myers, and Clausen up front. Lukes goes in, sends it around to Clausen's side. Puck's out of the zone. Wolf sends it up. Oh, too many men. All right. Carolina player came on, hit a skate right by the bench. We're going to get a power play here. All right, Hubbard's back out. It's good to see. We got Hubbard and Albert at D, Russo, Lukes, and Signs up front. Puck's back to Hubbard, sends it back in. Nice hard shot from Signs, and goalie covers. Another face-off win. Sends it around to Albert at the point. And Albert's going to walk to the center. He's got Hubbard far side. Shot. Deflected. Oh, man, that just missed the net. Nice stick, Albert. And dumped in from Carolina. Albert's going to go back to get it. Up to Russo, centering pass to Signs off his stick. We've got Wolf and Bomer in at D. We've got Lukes, Gentner, Signs up front. Bomer's going to skate it and dumps it. overstated it. I think he had just about everybody beat. Get a change. Power plays over. Albert and Hubbard. D. Sorobi, Cones, and Gentner up front. Puck's still loose in front of the net. Still loose. Backhand. Oh, just missed the net. Hubbard's going to pinch in. Keeps it in. Goalie doesn't have a stick. Uh-oh. Intercepted cross ice pass. Ooh, shot goes high. Got lucky there. Albert behind the net with it. Gets dumped in. Wolf's going to go back with it. And not quite out of the zone. That's a goal. All right, 0-1. Bomer and Hubbard at D. We've got Myers, Luchansky, Wilkevich up front. For the most part, I mean, Toledo has carried this first period so far up until maybe the last just minute or so. Carolina killed off that power play and then got a kind of breakaway chance that kind of, I think, lifted their momentum a little bit. But up until then, it was all Toledo. Keep it up, boys. We'll find the back of the net eventually. Bummer's back with it. He's got one on. Puts it up to Luchansky. Another goal. All right, 0-2. We've had chances. Carolina's making the most out of theirs right now. They've not. I don't think they've had as many scoring chances we've had. We've had a lot more shots on net so far, but. Icing. All right, Albert and Wolf at D. We've got Signs, Russo, Lukes up front. Wolf keeps it in. The Russo drops it to Signs. Sends it down behind the net. went in too. That was redirected. Puck's out of the zone. We've got Bomer and Hubbard in a D. We've got Clausen, Signs, and Cones up front. Cones up to Signs. Brings it in the zone. Little trip there, but Jones has it. Can't get a shot off. Hubbard dumps it deep. We've got Gentner in off the bench. Put it deep. Ooh. Jones dumps it in. We'll have our D change out. Got Albert and Wolf. All right. Combs tries the center to Gentner. All right. Got Luchansky, Sorobi, Gentner up front, still Albert and Wolf at D, and offsides. All right, Bomer and Hubbard at D, Luchansky, Myers, and Sorobi up front. Bomer's got it. All right, Myers comes up with it. Oh. Sorobi gets it out of the zone. Didn't quite get it deep, but got it enough. We've got Hubbard off, Wolf on. Still Signs Luchansky, Sorobi up front. Wolf over to Bomer. Bomer to Luchansky. Stay home. Stay home. All right, Vukevich gets it out. Signs has it. He's going to circle around with it. All right, that's end of one. Down by 2. Start of the second period here. We're going to have, let's see who we got. George Bomer, Jack Hubbard back at D. Roman Signs at center. Thomas Volkevich left wing. Nixon Lukes right wing. Go to the box here with a trip or hook. Oh, I'm at the wrong angle. Sorry, guys. All right, we'll have Bomer and Albert back at D for this. Signs and Volkevich up front. Playing 4-on-5 for the next minute and a half. Signs has it, launches it out. Goalie comes out to play it. Could have been an icing. I don't know that it was quite going to make it, but it was close. All right, Russo's going to get it deep. Ooh, he might get a shot off the post. Man, nice chance. Got Albert and Wolf back at D. Oh man, that one hit the post too. I think it was the outer side of the post. We got two guys without sticks. All right, we're getting back into position. Oh, we got so lucky there. We had both our forwards that had dropped their sticks. Kind of got them tangled up on each other. Still Albert and Wolf at D. We've got Russo Cones up front. Albert with it behind the net. Reverses. Penalties over. We're back to 5-on-5. Russo makes a move. Oh, beautiful save from the goalie. Loses his stick in the process. See if we can get it up to the point. We've got all 5 of their players down low. Both their D are open. Can't get it through. All right. Save from Harris. All right, Bomer, Hubbard at D, Lukes, Myers, Sorovi up front. Hit a high stick. I don't know who's been a Carolina player. Hubbard gets it out of the zone at least. Lukes will be there in pursuit. Bomer pulls it out, taps it over to Sorovi, and gets it deep. Back to Wolf, dumps it back in, down to Sorovi. Back to signs. Oh, deflected high. All right, Albert and Wolf at D. Signs Volkevich, Luchansky up front. Puck's dumped deep. Wolf goes back in pursuit. Reverses back to Albert. Nice move by Signs. Tries to pass over. Couldn't get through traffic. We got Hubbard and Bomer in at net right now. Nice steal from Bomer. Hubbard goes back behind the net with it. All right, Bomer's got it. Passes up to Luchansky. Luchansky with the steal. And Hubbard goes to behind the net. Puck's up the Signs, he'll dump it deep. Albert with it, flings it back up the boards to Combs. He's got Gentner breaking to the middle. Can't get through. Albert back to Wolf. Ice, oh, they call it deflected. We got Clausen Gentner up front right now, along with Cohn still. Gentner's got the puck. Still Albert and Wolf at D. A 3-on-2 developing. Oh, they go for a change. Bomer and Hubbard in a D. And we get ice. Russo, Lukes, Myers up front. Russo, back to Bomer. Quick shot. Oh man, goalie snagged it. That was a nice shot. All right, we'll keep the same lines with Bomer and Hubbard at D. Russo, Myers, Luke's up front. Pushes Harris's stick to him. All right, Bomer's got it. Passes up to Myers. And Luke's comes up with it. High shot. All right, Albert and Wolf in a D. Signs, Russo, Luke's up front. They're going to go for a change. Signs will stay out. Nice move. Oh, nice poke there from Harris. We get a whistle here. Is it a hand pass or high stick or? No penalty. Still going to be 5-on-5. All right. Still Elber and Wolf at D. And Harris gloves that. We got Sorobi, Luchansky, and Signs up front. All right, Luchansky's gonna have some room to skate. Oh man. All right, 3-on-2 developing. Signs goes to shoot. Oh! All right, we'll have Hubbard and Bomer at D. We're going to change out our forwards. We'll have Clausen, Gentner, Lukevich up front. Watch behind you. Oh, man. Nice stick from Hubbard there. Nice recovery. And we got a penalty coming against Carolina for a cross-check. Bomer got kind of beat up down there by a couple players. Nice work drawing the penalty, Georgie. All right. So we're going to have Hubbard and Wolf out at D, Lukes, Myers, Russo up front. Puck over to Hubbard. Shot. Oh man, that almost snuck in. High shoulder side on the, or high blocker side on the goalie, above his shoulder. Barely got that. Hubbard's got it. Put it on net, bud. Bucks back to Wolf at the blue line. Over to Hubbard. He's going to shoot again. Oh, still loose. Wolf's gonna keep it in the zone. Keep it in, guys. Oh, and it's out. All right, we're gonna need fresh legs here soon. Boys worked hard that shift. Russo's got it. He's got Lukes to his left. Russo, low shot. Signs with it. With the Wolf. Still in, now it's out. Wolf goes over to Hubbard's side. And Hubbard skates it in. Need to get back, watch the penalty ending. Nice stick there from Hubbard. We could use a change with our D right now. We can get it deep. Signs has it. Gets it in the zone. All right, we got our D changed out. Bomer and Albert come in. Nice stick handling there from Signs. He's gonna have some room to skate. We got Sorovi, Signs, Cones up front. Puck's back to Bomer, the blue line. Shot, deflected. High stick. And we got a penalty, maybe? What happened? What did I call him? Yeah, penalty against Carolina for interference.
Let's go, Toledo!
All right, Hubbard and Wolf back at D. Volkevich, Gentner, Luchansky up front. Hubbard with the puck. Puck's back to Hubbard. He's got Wolf over. Shot deflected, still loose. Puck's back to Hubbard. Sends it in down low. Gentner will chase it in. Chansky with the puck, tries to get it back to Wolf, and Wolf pinches in. Hubbard gets it low. They're gonna go for icing. Yep, that'll be an icing. We'll have about 43 seconds left on the power play. Bring Bomer and Albert in at D. We'll have Russo, Myers, Lukes up front. Offsides. Same lines. Puck's back to Bomer. Passes over to Lukes. Gets it in the zone. Nice pass over to Russo on the far side. And we're going to have Carolina bring it in. Myers brings it in, over to Russo, over to Lukes. Oh man, that almost slid in. Got Hubbard and Wolf in at D right now. All right, about 10 seconds left to go in the period. Three, two, one. All right. End to two, still down by 2. Wolf and Hubbard at D. We'll have Signs, Clausen, Sorovi up front. Off wind at Toledo. Wolf dumps it deep. Oh man, that's. Oh, ref goes to call the penalty. He changed his mind. Weird bounce off the boards there. Walk to the blue line, not out. This has just been a fluky shift so far. Like everybody thought that penalty was going to happen, and then kind of weird bounce off the boards. All right, Hubbard passes up to Clausen. All right, Bomer's back with it, sends it around to Wolf. Wolf back with it again. Sends it to Bomer and reverses over to Russo's side. We got Russo, Gentner, Lukes up front right now. All right, Lukes has it, gets it up to the line. We look like we're playing tired right now. All right, out of the zone. See if we can get a change. Close, almost too many men. So we've got Albert and Bomer in a D right now. Bucks into the corner. Bomer's got it, banks it up into the neutral zone at least. Nice to get it deep one of these times. There we go. Bomer with a nice pass to Russo on the far side. He's got Lukes breaking. 2-on-0 breakaway. Nice. That go in. That's a goal. Nice pass there. Nice pass from Russo to Lukes. Kind of slid it in down low as the goalie was diving. Slid through. It's a 1-2 game. We got 11 minutes left here. Goal for Nixon, Lukes off of assist from Russo, and I think Bomer breaking out of the zone. All right, Hubbard and Wolf. Cones has the puck. He's got Myers in. Myers puts it on net, and it goes behind the net. Combs, Myers, Luchansky up front, Wolf and Hubbard back at D. Quick shot, oh man, he had the goalie beat there, just went high over the net just by an inch or two. Ford's got it, passes up to Luchansky. Nice stick from Bomer there. Bomer's got it over to Hubbard. All right, Lachansky skates it in. He's got Signs going to the middle. We've got Albert and Bomer back at D. Signs brings it out of the zone. Puck back to Bomer. He's going to shoot. Deflect. Oh, made it through. Goalie stopped it. Bad bounce off the boards. Albert to Bomer. Bomer up to Wojciech. They call offside. Signs was on the blue line still. It's close. All right. Wolf and Hubbard back at D. Luke's, Gentner, Russo up front. Toledo's had the momentum the last couple minutes since that goal. Wolf into the corner. There from Gentner. Out of the zone. All right. Russo's going to get it deep here. There's a big time hook. No call. We got Albert and Bomer in at D. Albert keeps it in. Someone pressure him. All right, Gentner with it. Ugly breakout right there. Nice stick lift from Bomer. Banked off the boards. Oh, goes out of play. Weird bounce on that. All right. Wolf and Hubbard at D. Myers, Cones, and Sorobi up front. All right, puck's dumped in. Myers with it to Cones. Wolf's gonna pinch in. Brings it in, can't get it deep. We got a change here. We got Bomer and Albert coming in off the boards. Bomer up to Cones. And goes down deep. And that's nice, barely. All right. Bomer and Albert at D. We'll have Signs, Russo, Wokevich up front. Internet, I think, just dropped. We'll see if I can get reconnected here in a second. Oh, nice save from Harris. All right. Still Signs, Wokevich, Russo up front. Still Hubbard and Wolf back at D. To Wokevich. All right, Science has it. Moves it up the boards. To Signs, gets it out of the zone. Nice save from Harris, and he gets it covered.
Let's go, Toledo!
All right, we'll have Bomer and Albert in at D. We've got Gentner, Cones, and Russo up front. Dumped into Bomer, sends it over and up. Nice move from Russo over to Cones. Oh, just out of his reach. Albert pinches in. Still got it down low. Nice job from Russo there, helping out at D. We've got Albert and Hubbard in at D right now. Sorobi, Cones, Myers up front. Myers gets tripped, and we got a penalty coming. All right, we'll have Wolf and Hubbard in at D. Still down by 1. We've got Signs, Lukes, Gentner up front. Puck back to Wolf. Gets it over to Hubbard. Shot from Hubbard goes wide. Back to Hubbard, up to Signs. Wolf at the blue line. Passes to Hubbard. Puck's back to Wolf. He's going to go to the center. There we go. Take a shot. Harris covers. Sorry about that. Internet went down. I kept trying to reconnect. I know it's laggy. I'm just on cellular right now. All right. We got goalie covers. All right. Bomer and Albert back at D right now. Down by 1, 2 minutes left. Harris still in net. Will be getting pulled here soon, I'm guessing. Myers, Russo, Okevich up front. Okevich with it. Oh, nice hard shot. Just misses the net. Oh, we get... Sends it around the boards. Up to Russo. Bomer's got it. We got a change come in. Tries to get it up off. And Harris grabs it. We'll get ourselves situated. Get fresh legs or line change. All right. We're going to have Wolf and Hubbard, Signs, Gentner, Lukes up front. Once we get possession of it, get it out of the zone, we'll get Harris out of net. Hubbard reverses back to Lukes. And nice pass on the far side to Signs. Signs will get it deep. Oh, there's interference. Not a physical game. Refs have let him play for the most part, but all right, who's our extra skater? I didn't even see who came in for Harris. We got Lukes, Gentner, Russo. Russo's got it, sends it towards the net. Nope, comes off sides. We got a player hurt. Wolf got Wolf's hurt. He decides he's gonna stay on, I guess. All right. Keep our goalie out. So over to Signs, and goalie stops it. All right, still Wolf, Hubbard at D. Signs, Russo, Lukes. gonna be it. All right, good game. Lost by 1. We had plenty of scoring chances, just didn't go in. We'll see where the dust settles, but I gotta imagine we're gonna be in a consolation game instead of playing for the kind of championship bracket, but we'll see. We're 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie for this weekend. So we don't know what time we'll play yet. Check with your families. We should have a game this afternoon or this evening at some point. We'll see you guys then.